Hello, I'm Heather,
And I'm Carden.
and welcome to the Bitchy Quill, a podcast where we talk about publishing from a feminist perspective. We also do guest mini interviews, and today we have author and author tuber Jenna, the soul writer O'Malley, who is joining us this evening, and we were so happy to have you on. And you were participated with the Right Women Book Festival this year, and we were happy to have you for that. And welcome.
Thank you, fellow Marylanders. I'm right up in Hagerstown, right up the road from all of you a little bit.
Okay, that's
So,
nice. Yeah, yeah, but I love Maryland. I've been living here about since the late 90s and I love it. So I don't plan
born
on
and raised,
don't
born and
Yes.
raised.
so my husband's born and raised to Baltimore area types. So I'm gonna kick it on over to Carden and let her ask you the very first question we have for you on this mini-sode.
Yes. So, Jenna, how did we meet you?
Well, as mentioned previously, I was very honored and glad to be part of the Right Women Book Fest this past summer. I've been following the fest as a Marylander for a couple of years now, kind of stalking in the background, spreading the word about, and I've been trying to get a group of author tubers together to hang out. And I said, you know what? This sounds like a good excuse to do two birds, one stone.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it was such a joy. Thank you both for everything you do for our community here in the Maryland, DC, and greater area.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank
Yeah,
you
and
for being a part of it this year. We
yeah,
appreciate it.
our privilege.
Yeah.
And I mean, as you know, through your professional experiences, if you don't have the people, kind of behind you supporting you. So thank you for the support and spreading the word and stalking us in all the best ways. And
And so I'm going to ask you the question that I always want to know from an author as a reader and as a writer. And I think a lot of readers want to know the answer to this question as well, which is what made you want to become a writer?
I'm that lady nerd. Have been since high school. I was writing fan fiction, to tabletop RPGs, all that jazz in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I apologize if you hear my cat screaming to get in because I
Oh,
am the resident
let the
cat
cat in
lady.
if they want
One moment.
to come in.
oh, that's
I didn't hear it,
Cat
hilarious.
but we
lady
love
Loki.
kitties.
Oh, that's
I'm
She
hilarious.
hoping we get to meet everybody's pet on this on our the Bitchy Quill. I'm hoping that it's a way to meet everybody's cats and dogs.
Well, I swear some people follow my YouTube channel just for her, put it that
Aw.
way. But I've been
Miss
writing since,
Personality.
oh my goodness. Head is a hot air balloon for sure. And she knows it. Um, but I've been writing since high school. I actually went to college, got my degree in English literature, and became an English teacher afterwards and taught creative writing for 15 years in high school public ed. Did the whole virtual thing prior to and after 2020,
Yeah.
and I never went back after 2020
Mm,
because my part-time job was being an editor.
mm,
Some teachers kept their waitressing job after college. That's what I did to help pay the bills in college.
yeah.
Was some freelance editing. I kept those jobs all the way through, and that's what I now do through my YouTube channel is help people like me who enjoy consuming books to create and consume
And what is
as
the
they
name of your YouTube channel?
be Jenna the Soul Writer.
Mhm.
Jenna the Soul Writer. Okay.
And
That's
Loki's there
yeah.
too.
Oh, that's really, I like the kind of like the organic and the continuous thread of that because so often people think you have to do one or the other, that you have to choose instead of integrating it into a strong foundation for your life. I like that.
No. And I actually have a couple former students from K-12 to thank. They said, we're now paying like our rent or part of our rent or like our vehicle bill from the books we learned how to write in your class. Why
Oh,
aren't you doing this too? And I'm like, first of all, I love you guys.
yes, yes.
Second of all, they're not wrong. It's that whole thing from the mouth of babes.
Yes,
Get an
yes.
honest answer, and I
Yeah.
got an honest answer.
Yeah.
So I definitely said I can take what I did in the classroom for those students of encouraging them to go ahead and be a force of good with their writing
Right.
and reclaim their power. I said, look at
Yeah.
how often you give your power away.
Right.
And
I
that's
really like that. So then you were mentioning that you've been writing since high
Mhm.
school. Um, who or what do you feel like are your biggest writing influences?
I have a couple of high school English teachers to thank. I
Hmm.
accidentally stapled a chapter of a fan fiction to the back of a Romeo and Juliet essay in ninth grade. She said, I think you needed me to grade your fiction, not your essay. You got an A for both, just so you know.
Oh,
Why
what a
aren't you writing more?
oh,
And thank you, Miss Morgan, because
yeah.
that's part of the reason why I became a teacher, was in
Thank you,
part because of
teachers.
her.
Teacher are all of
Yes,
us have a teacher we remember.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And Carden's parents were
Yeah,
teachers.
yeah,
They're retired.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that never left me,
That's
and
a great origin story. Like,
yeah.
talk about fate.
yeah.
Yeah.
That it's all the more fitting that my first book has the name Fate in the
Oh,
title. Then I
nice.
guess
Nice. I love it. I love it. Full circle.
full
So,
circle.
so what is your current, how many books is that you've written up there? That's
I have not published all of them. They are
okay.
all either published or mostly written. I am
Mhm.
getting ready to publish on October 29th of 2025, book 9 out of like my entire journey in order of being published is not necessarily in order of being read.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
I'm releasing novellas at this time that fill
Okay.
in the first 5 books, and book
Yeah.
9 is my tribute to every daddy's girl out there as a
Oh,
daddy girl who lost her daddy's girl.
I'm
So
sorry about
enjoy.
that.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's hard. Uh,
He's where he needs to be. I'll put it that
okay.
way.
So
Okay.
9, that's a lot. That's a good backlist you've got going, and you don't
Mhm.
have any intention of stopping. You're just gonna go, go, go until
45 books in the making is my current to-do list.
okay.
Wowza.
That's, I
Yes.
mean, it's not doable. That's
No.
doable.
Correct. It is a
That's do-
courier, is what
that
I
is an
told a friend of
achievable
mine.
dream.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was a wowza as in impressive, not
Yeah.
to
Yes.
discourage.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. We're like the opposite of discouraged. We're
Right.
like, do you even have an inkling you think you could do it? Because we're just gonna like fan that flame a little bit.
Yeah.
So what is the current project that you're working on?
It is called Daughter Forever. It's from the perspective of Ian. He is the main male protagonist you meet in chapter 2 of book 1. And this is his post season 1 novella. It's set about 18 years after the end of book 5, and it picks up with Mr. Vampire having to make a decision. His human niece falls ill with yellow fever, and
Mhm.
she asks him to turn her. And he's never done this before. He's the
Wow.
youngest of the vampires that is been turned and is able to turn, and
Yeah.
he's scared because she's very sick. And it's him kind of coming full circle on his found family is just as valid as the family he lost and the family that remains.
Mm.
I
So it
see.
really follows a line in this book is your found family's full of merry misfits, and it explores that to nth degree for him.
Mm. Well, that's
Okay.
intriguing.
So
That's a
that's the
very
one that's launch. I'm sorry,
no.
card.
I just said that's intriguing. A very good hook.
So
Thank
that's the one
you.
that's releasing at the end of this month.
October 29th. Yes,
And
ma'am.
what is the one you're writing right now? Are you writing one right now?
I'm working on season 2 in the background, and this is a novella that fills in between season 1 and season 2. I
Okay.
mentioned we're dealing with vampires. We have magical immortals. So, in season 2, it's set here in Maryland.
I love
And
stuff set in Maryland.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
yes, there's so much going on here. And
Yes.
in these books, we find out that there's dragons living in them there mountains over there in Maryland.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Love it.
Oh, I hope everyone enjoys.
No, that's
Yeah.
fabulous. Okay, so many teasers, so many
Yes.
Yes, great hooks. So then, what is the best way readers can support you? As in, do you want us to pick up your books through your website or through a particular indie bookstore, or do you get better traction on certain sites for reviews than others? Like, people, there's the local connection, there's the woman connection, there's the fantasy, there's the romantic elements, there's the whole shebang. So you let us know what works best for you. How can people support you?
You can go to themernaannals.com. That's where you can get my books, the related merch, and the book box that is out in relation to.
Nice.
And I'm also still continuing the book tour that's been going on this year, which the Right Women Book Fest was part of.
Yay.
And I have my last three or four big events coming up. I'll be at Sci-Fi Valley Con in Altoona, PA later this month. I'll be at Ravenwood Fair over in Virginia later this month.
Ravenwood Fair? That sounds
yes,
like fun.
so much fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
I'll be at the Baltimore Fairy Fair and Fairy Scary Ball in November, and that's going to be my last big event for the season, I think.
Okay, those all sound like so much fun.
Yeah.
You're going to have such a good
strong
time.
Finish.
Yeah, that is a strong finish for the year. Yeah, I think that themed events that match up, with your genre is a really good way to both sell your books, because people who are like that genre are there already, even if they're not just there to get books, because it's not necessarily just a book fair itself, but also because it's fun. It's like it's a good way to have fun as an author as well. Because not everybody at those are authors. You could go check out their clothes, their crafts, their jewelry, their all kinds of cool stuff at these like fairy fairs and fantasy balls and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. So if you're looking for something to do, something fun, those are fun things to do. And I will put the link in the description so that people can find that information on your website.
What are some of the things that are in your book box? I'm always so intrigued.
What's in the book box?
Yeah, and you don't have to give any spoilers if you don't like. If you want to keep it a surprise,
is it a mystery book box, or is it?
It is in part. It is not. You get some rotating items because in part of doing those events, I've partnered with other vendors to get like limited time, these only little things. But I always like to do it with the mindset of a weekend with the couple who's the main couple or whoever's the main characters of the book. And normally you get something scented themed to them to cozy up with, maybe a little treat, maybe a pen. It can be a little different each time. So if depending on who I'm collaborating with, but I'll be branching out in the next year in 2026 to include guest authors as well.
Oh, nice. And then also, may I ask you if you feel comfortable with sharing a little bit about what was your transition like from author to author tuber? Like I'm guessing, what was your jumping off point? Like when your kids said to you, "Why aren't you doing this?" Your students said that to you. Right. Was there some similar thing that happened that made you expand to author tuber?
It was kind of a domino effect. They said that, so we went into school at home around March 2020. By June, I had that conversation with another student because I was bored out of my brain at that point. And it was a worthy conversation. By August, I was looking for a community online. And going around Facebook, everyone kept saying, AuthorTube, AuthorTube, AuthorTube. And I had followed AuthorTube and used AuthorTube in my classes as a teacher for points of reference and supplementary materials. So I'm like, okay, this is a hint. And I just started doing writing sprints with Sarah Cannon's Heart Breathing's writing community, with a couple of other different people, including like Rachel D. Adams, Mama Maggie Ward, who I still follow today, five-ish years later. And they eventually said, you know what, you need to be on screen. You're used to being in front of kids. Get up here and do this. A lot of translatable skills.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, where can people find you online besides your Jenna the Soul Writer O'Malley on YouTube as a YouTuber. Where can people find you? And like, what do you have a newsletter that's a good way for them to know what's up, or do you post a lot on Instagram? Like, where are people going to find you hanging out and get your information?
If you want all my links, you can go to jennathesoulwriter.com. That has all my author services, links back to my book website, takes you to my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok. I do a little bit of everything everywhere,
Yeah.
including my newsletter. And book one and two are currently free in ebook form right now
Mm.
if you want to get interested in
Oh,
them.
wow.
Very nice. I have a stink bug got in the back door. He's right over there.
Oh
And he's looking at me, and I'm just like, he's gonna jump on me, and I'm gonna scream. You guys are gonna see me like Kermit the Frog. Ah! And so I'm like, I don't know what to do.
no!
Just go that way, buddy. Yes, just go that way. He was up there earlier. I was like, I can't, I'm too short. I can't get that. But now he's right there for whatever reason, because he knows I'm on camera. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, if I start screaming, that's why, because there's something flying at me, and I just, even though I know what it is, it's gonna scare me. So, um, did I interrupt what you were saying?
No,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you were right at the
So,
end,
No, you're
actually.
okay,
fine.
all right, awesome. There's just like this ancient fire that goes down my lizard brain when I see a bug of any kind. So,
Same. No faulting you here. Not at
I don't
all.
blame you at all. For me, you just see a blank screen.
blur. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. We really appreciate it. We're so glad you were able to be a part of the Right Women Book Fest 2025, which is probably our last year, and at least in that form. But it was such a great day, and everybody that was so full of joy, and we got to meet so many people. I got to take some photos of you guys all rode up there, but all of you were
Yeah.
talking to people constantly, so I didn't have a minute where I could like poke in and say something. So I was glad to see that the folks were interested in walking up and talking to you. So that's good.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Everybody, please go check out Jenna O'Malley's books. They make great holiday gifts. It's that time of year. You can read some of her stuff for free to check it out, to see, try before you buy. If you have a local indie bookstore and you don't want to buy online, go ask that indie bookstore to please carry Jenna's books, or to order them for you, so that you can both support the indie bookstore and support Jenna. We really want to encourage that in
Yeah.
these times, especially. So thank you so much. You everybody, we'll see you soon. I'm sure. I know we have another panel with you for the book fest at some point, and we will see
Yes.
you then. Okay. All
Take
right.
care. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenna.
Bye.